This is the rainbow mini snake. It's the smallest size in the rainbow snake family. This plushie is super quick to make and it can be made in a variety of different cute color combinations.
Welcome to Little Crochet Moments. My name is Mary.
I'm using plush yarn in different colors, scissors, yarn needle, stitch markers, a 5mm crochet hook, and safety eyes. You can use any color combo you like, and if you want to use a different yarn or hook, your plushie will just turn out a little bigger or smaller. I'm using the yarn under method in this tutorial because it gives neater and tighter stitches with plush yarn, but feel free to use whichever method you prefer. The yarn over method will also work just fine. I use these abbreviations in this tutorial, and if they're new to you, I will explain all of them as I go. Let's begin. We're going to make a slip knot. Take the working yarn in your right hand and leave the yarn end in your left hand. Wrap the yarn around your index finger and pinch the X where the yarn crosses. Carefully slide the loop off your finger. Insert your hook into the loop with the hook facing down so it slides in easily. Grab the yarn and as you pull it through the ring, slowly rotate the hook upward to bring the loop with you. Pull both strands and continue pulling the working yarn end to close the loop around your hook. Careful not to pull too tight. We need to leave enough room so we can crochet into this loop later. That's our slip knot. Make 30 chains in total. To make a chain, simply yarn over your hook and pull through the loop on your hook. That's our first chain. I recommend marking the first chain with a stitch marker. Make another chain, yarn over and pull up a loop. And that's our second chain. And make the rest of the chains. "28, 29. In the last chain we will change color. Just hold the new color with your thumb, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now we have 30 chains. Now make one more chain with a new color. This is a turning chain and does not count towards the 30 chains in our foundation chain. I recommend to mark the last chain as well. And then turn your work around. I recommend to count the stitches to make sure we haven't accidentally skipped or added any stitches. And I like to count 2 stitches at a time. Row number 1. Now we're going to make 2 slip stitches. To make a slip stitch, pull up the loop slightly. This makes the stitch easier to crochet into later. Insert your hook into the last chain of the foundation chain, this one, so not the turning chain. And now we will use the yarn under method. Yarn under and pull up a loop. Then just continue pulling the yarn through the loop on your hook. And that's the first slip stitch. Pull the loop up slightly again. Insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn under, and pull the loop through all the way. And that's the second slip stitch. I recommend to mark the first slip stitch to make it easier to see if you're a beginner. Now we're going to make a single crochet. Insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull up a loop. And that's a single crochet. Make another single crochet followed by an increase. Insert your hook, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull up a loop. To make an increase, we're going to make 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So just make a single crochet like before, insert your hook, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. And now just make another single crochet into the same space, right here. Insert your hook, yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop. And that's an increase. Repeat this pattern of making 1 single crochet followed by an increase until there's 3 stitches left. Now we can see there's 3 stitches left on our foundation chain. Just make 3 single crochets. And to finish the last stitch, we will change color again. Hold the new color with your thumb, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Chain 1 for the turning chain, just yarn over and pull up a loop. And turn your work around. Now we should have 42 stitches. Let's double check. Row number 2, make 1 single crochet. Now we will make a half double crochet increase. That means 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. And to make a half double crochet, start with yarning over your hook, then insert it into the next stitch. Yarn under and pull up a loop. Now there's 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And that's the first half double crochet. Let's make another one into the same space. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn under and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Make another half double crochet increase. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn under and pull up a loop. yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Make 1 more half double crochet to finish the increase. Continue making 37 single crochets. And 37. In the last 2 stitches, we will make 2 slip stitches. Pull up the loop slightly, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn under and pull the loop through all the way. And then make another one. And to finish the last slip stitch, pull up a new color. Hold the new color with your thumb, yarn over and pull up a loop. Make a turning chain and turn your work around. And there should be 44 stitches in total. Remember to cut the yarn. Row 3. Make 2 slip stitches, pull up the loop slightly, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn under and pull the yarn through all the way. And then make another one. Remember to slightly pull up the loop on your hook. Insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn under and pull the loop through all the way. Now make 42 single crochets. The section with the slip stitches will be the tail of this snake. I chose to make slip stitches to make the tip a little bit more narrow. To finish the last stitch, bring in the next color. Hold the new color with your thumb, yarn over and pull up a loop. Chain 1 and turn your work around. Let's count the stitches. We should have 44 stitches in total. cut the yarn. Row 4. Make 1 single crochet. Now we're going to make an invisible half double crochet decrease, turning 2 stitches into 1 stitch. This is the front loop. Yarn over and insert your hook into the front loop of the next stitch. Now continue, insert your hook into the next front loop as well. Now there's 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. And that's an invisible decrease. Let's make another one. Yarn over, insert your hook into the front loop of the next stitch and the next front loop as well. Yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. Continue making 37 single crochets. Finish with 2 slip stitches. And remember to change color in the last slip stitch. Hold the new color with your thumb, yarn over and pull up a loop. Chain 1 and turn your work. We should have 42 stitches in total. Leave this tail a bit longer, we'll use it later to secure the end. Row 5. Make 2 slip stitches. Pull up the loop, insert your hook, yarn under, pull the yarn through all the way, and then make another one. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. I read and reply to all of them. Make 1 single crochet. And then make 1 single crochet followed by a decrease. This is a single crochet decrease, so no need to make that first yarn over that we did in the half double crochet decrease. Simply insert your hook into the front loop of the next stitch and then the next front loop. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Repeat this pattern of 1 single crochet followed by an invisible decrease until there's 3 stitches left. And by the way, if you enjoy making rainbow themed amigurumi, you'll find plenty more like this on my channel. Subscribe for more colorful and easy tutorials. To finish the last stitch, bring in the first color we started with. Chain 1 and cut a long enough tail to close the snake with. We should have 30 stitches in row 5. Pull the tail end through. Now it's almost time to close this little mini snake, but first let's add the safety eyes. I like to put them between row 4 and 5 here, and between row 1 and 2 here. But you can put them wherever fits your preference. Make sure they align. I'm using safety eyes here, but if you're making this for a baby or a small child, make sure to sew the eyes on instead to keep it extra safe for the little ones. Now we're going to secure all the yarn ends. Just tie them together. We need to pull some of the ends through to the inside of the work, so they hide within the snake. Tie the yarn ends to secure them. And leave the longer tail end out, so we can secure the last end with it. Time to close this snake. Thread your needle through a few stitches and pull to close. Thread the needle through the foundation chain and then through the back loop of row 5. The back loop is the part of the stitch that's furthest away. And now it's helpful that we marked those stitches before. If your stitches doesn't add up perfectly, don't worry, it won't be visible in the end anyways, so just keep sewing the best you can, and that will be perfectly fine. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this tutorial. Any feedback really helps me improve when making these tutorials for you guys. You may have noticed that I haven't actually stuffed this plushie. That's because I want it to be flexible and floppy, but if you prefer it firmer, just go ahead and add some stuffing as you go. Now it's time to fasten off. Secure the end with that tail we left out before. I will make this pattern in 3 different sizes, same as my other rainbow patterns. I'll link the other sizes once they're live. Thread the yarn through the body a couple of times and then hide it inside. And if you want, you can just add a keychain to this plushie. And that's it! I hope you're happy with your mini rainbow snake. Thank you so much for crocheting with me today. Remember to leave a comment or simply press the like button if you enjoyed this video, as it really helps me a lot.